There are 5 major types of tweets that you can write. First is the short tweet. Second is a longer story type tweet that tells the story more in depth. Third is a thread, which is a succession of tweets bringing value about a specific topic. Fourth type of tweet is going to be a visualization, video, meme, or any kind of media content. And the fifth type of tweet is a question, asking question about your audience so they can participate in the replies. Now, let's go deeper into each of these tweets. Short tweets are probably the hardest tweets to get right. When I started Twitter and I started tweeting, I was using short tweets because, to be honest, I was admiring all these big accounts who were tweeting one-liners and getting tons of engagement, and it sounded like wisdom coming from the mountain, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do the same. But it completely failed, and there are 2 reasons why it failed. It's actually very hard to make a good short tweet because there are so little words and it's so quick to read. People are not going to respond to it very rationally. People are going to respond to it with kind of like an instinctive gut feeling of like, does it sound right or doesn't it sound right? And if you don't get all the words perfectly right, if you don't master the topic or idea you're talking about in such a way that you can really say it very succinctly and perfectly, people won't like it. However, when I started writing short tweets later, once I had written a lot of long tweets about the same ideas time and time again, and now I mastered my ideas and I understood the core concept so good that I could just say it very succinctly, then it got better and I got more engagement. But don't be fooled by like short tweets from big accounts. It's actually very hard to pull off. You cannot do a short tweet efficiently if you don't master what you're talking about. So usually best to not start with it. Now, another reason that is silly why a short tweet is going to be hard to pull off at the beginning is because you have no authority and no credibility. Like, let's take a look at someone like Naval, which is very famous for writing very short tweets, and he has like tons of people following him. I can guarantee you, if you start tweeting the same thing that he does with your small account of 100 followers, people will hate it. And they will hate it because when they look at Naval, they look at someone with high authority. They look up to this guy. So even if he says something that sounds kind of dumb sometimes, because it's just like a small thing, you're like, oh wow, this is so deep, because you respect him. So because you respect him, whatever he says, you take it seriously and you think about it. But if you look at someone who has 0 engagement, 0 followers, he's tiny, and he's tweeting something like that, people are not going to think, oh, it's deep. People are going to think, who the fuck does this guy think he is? This is like, he's not wise. He doesn't have any, social authority. I don't give a shit what he's saying. So it's very hard to pull off because if you don't have authority, people will not give you the benefit of the doubt. They're not going to give you the room to look at your thoughts and judge them as if they're deep thoughts. They will consider them as just, rubbish that you put on Twitter. As an example of that, actually just yesterday, I tweeted a short tweet that was pretty rubbish. I mean, I thought it was a good one, but I quickly realized in the comments that people didn't understand it. It wasn't worded properly. It was pretty bad. Like my short tweet wasn't that good. But because now I have authority, I have 40K followers, I had a bunch of people reply, I'm not sure I understand this correctly. Maybe you meant it this way. This would have never happened with little followers. People wouldn't have given me the benefit of the doubt. They wouldn't respect me enough for it. Don't start writing short tweets right now if you're just beginning. Instead, express your ideas with longer tweets. Use a couple sentences so you have more room for error. And you can still connect with people and people don't judge you too harshly. This will be much easier to develop your thoughts, acquire, this mastery of the topic you talk about by talking about it repeatedly every day. And since at the same time, following the strategies in this course, you will grow your account, get more followers, get more authority, get more credibility. A few months from now, when you master your topic and have a couple thousand followers, you can start doing short tweets. They will be higher quality and people will give you the benefit of the doubt and actually think about it and see it as deep thought. And then it will become a real good way to grow your account by doing very short tweets. Because a short tweet, when it's done the right way, it's a very good way to grow because it's very easy to get engagement on a short tweet. Very easy to like, very easy to retweet. So it's an amazing tool to have in your arsenal. Just wait until you have some authority and some mastery of your topics before you risk yourself doing them. Because else, what's most likely to happen is people are not going to take you seriously and you're not going to grow much from it.